why your soil pH matters way less than you think. And the reason why is kind of nuts. So you're probably already thinking, okay, no, Danny, I added lime to my field and yields went up. So what do you mean it doesn't matter? Obviously it mattered for me. Or you might be thinking, no. You know this nutrient availability chart? I'll throw it up on the screen here. Well, what about that? That's saying, hey, we want to be in the sweet spot for most availability. First of all, let's get right into it. That chart, it's kind of a hoax. It's kind of a hoax. What do I mean? It's from the 1930s. I believe came out of Virginia. Peer review process may as well have not even happened. And not only that, it has been said, guys, this was not calibrated for Midwest soils. If it's not meant for our soils, why are we using it? I'm not going to say it's 100% wrong. I will say it was never meant for us to be used the way we're using it to begin with. Like anything else, if you've been applying lime and it's made you more money, happy for you, go for it. But what's important to understand, okay? I'm going to stay on business here. We got to think about why. Why did it raise our yields? Was it for nutrient availability? Let's talk about it. Why does pH matter to begin with? Okay, nutrient availability, obviously, but what is it about it that influences that? It's kind of like this. It's imperfect, but it's kind of like a lock. Imagine, we talk about tied up nutrients, locked up nutrients in our soil. pH is kind of the lock. And when we get it perfect, it kind of becomes a really crappy lock, and any old key can open it. You know what I mean? But there's something more important. What is the key? Let's look at that in this analogy. The key is an enzyme. Enzymes are what free up nutrients. Where do enzymes come from? It's basically microbe poop. Now, guys better educated than me are going to say, no, it's actually, okay, that's fine. Basically microbe poop. That's close enough for our purposes. So microbes, bacteria, fungi, they make these enzymes. So they make these keys for the lock. So think about it with that in mind. Do we want to spend all of this money on lime to get the ideal lock? It's actually a crappy one. The ideal lock that any key could open, but we only have so many keys because our soil's biologically dead, or dead-ish, not as good as it could be, right? Or, as an alternative, what if we just had infinite keys? So many keys because our soil is so biologically active. There's enzymes all over the place. It doesn't matter what enzyme we're trying to make. We got it on hand because the microbes are working for us. In that scenario, we don't need to have a terrible lock that any key could open. It doesn't matter what lock is there. We have the key. What drives this whole process? And what I'm going to say is far more important than pH. Not that pH doesn't matter. Let's look at why it matters. Once we understand that, you'll realize it matters less than you think. WEOC. Guys, it's soluble carbon. Again, everything I talk about comes back to soluble carbon in your soil. Why? It's microbe food. The soil is biological. You guys hear it again and again and again, I'm sure. But at the end of the day, what really drives the biology in our soils is having enough food for them to eat. Hot take. If you have questions, reach out as always down below, whatever, DM me. Happy to help. And yeah, it's important to understand